We're here with my boy Michael Zambo.
Yo,
You
what's
got
up?
top 8, bro? With what deck, man?
Flunder.
Yo, nice. Let me see that Robina. So you play 3 Robina?
Yep. You play the 3 Eagland,
Yep.
which is standard.
Yep.
The only differentials that people play is some people play 2 Toucan and everyone plays the 1 Stree, I find out.
Yep.
I only played the 1 Toucan and the 1 Stree. And then, of course, you play the 2 M-Pens. I did not go with the other guy, Snowl.
Yep.
It's just not a good card in general. And then you play the 1 Mega Ryza, the 1 Apex Avion.
Yeah, I saw you doing some nasty things with Ryza, just looping it and just...
Yeah, with Ryza, you can actually do a lot of things. If you have Harpy's Featherstorm, or even if you have Dimensional Shifter, you can loop those cards. Or you can loop pretty much anything out of the graveyard, because what you would do is you would Ryza, bounce itself, top deck the card in your graveyard, and then just return the Mega Ryza back to your hand, and then you could just keep on doing it.
Recursion, man.
Yep.
It got you there, though, man. Good job.
It also top decks one of your opponent's cards, so they go -1 as well, while you go +2.
Good job.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter if this card gets bounced back to your hand anyway, because you play on both turns, so you could just literally use it every single turn, both your turn and your opponent's turn. After that, everyone plays the 1 Barrier Statue.
Card is
really
broken
good against Despia. And if you have the Trap card, that gives you an additional normal summon. You can protect it really easily with the Mega Ryza. And then for the hand traps today, I played
the God card right here, right?
The Shifters, and then I played 2 Ashes. Yeah, the MVP is definitely Dimension Shifter, especially against Despia.
What did you like? You'd like 2 Ashes at 2? You wouldn't play 3?
Actually, I'm pretty sure I was meant to play 3, but there's only 2 in the deck, and it was a big oversight. Because actually, I picked this deck up midnight, like today. I drove down to Chicago. I borrowed this deck from my friend Leo. Shout out to my
boy Leo, the Floowandereez.
Let me borrow this deck from him. I picked it up midnight, drove down to Kentucky, built it, and played it. And it was a huge oversight that we only had the 2 Ash in there. But I only thought that you could only tribute the big guys off of Eaglin. It was crazy.
Man, it got you there, bro.
It did. It really did. So yeah, 2 Ash because it was an oversight, and then the 3 Shifter, which was clutch. And then for the spells, you run the 3 Map, which is
broken.
Everyone should know what Map does. If not, you just reveal a level 1 guy, banish another one, and it gives you an additional normal summon. So it helps to chain block and get your combo started. Plus it gives you an additional normal summon. So if one of them gets negated and you have another one and you just go off anyway.
Right here, birds are chirping, right?
And then you play the 3 Advent. Which is the newest card. It's like a better Book of Moon in the aspect that you can dodge Valor, you can dodge Imperm, good things like that. And it gets your cards started. Also, if you brick on a big guy in this, you just banish the Ryza, you banish the M-Pen, you banish Apex Avion, and then you can go off from there because it grabs you Robina, and then Robina is pretty much combo by itself.
1 card combo. Gotta love to see it.
And then the 1 Unexplored Winds. Now, when I borrowed the deck and I picked it up, this card was actually not in there. So shoutouts to Jackson Madden for helping me find this. Also, this is Jackson's list. I was like, hey Jackson, what should I play? He's like, play Flow. I'm like, I've never played this deck before. I don't even know what all the cards do. He goes, play this list. I'm like, okay. So big shout outs to Jackson Madden. His link will be in the description for his TCG
grind
store.
TCG,
And then moving on, we have the 3 Dark Ruler No Mores, which I find very useful, especially against Despia when they make their multiple card boards. The cards that burn you multiple times, and then with DPE and Dragoon floating around, this card just overperformed. And I always do it when I needed it.
Shout out to my boy CJ, the YCS winner. You beat him.
And then you run the 2 Book of Moon because it helps you dodge. Also, it turns off Eldritch, because you just book Golden Lord and they can't do anything. And then you just Mega Rise on. And then I'm running 1 Prosperity, the 2 Extravagance, and I'm running 3 Pot of Duality.
Wow, what a legend, bro.
So the reason why I'm actually running the 1 Prosperity and 2 Extravagance is because when I got the deck, my friend actually did not include any Prosperities at all. I had to borrow this from another friend. Shoutouts to my guy, Yuri Diaz,
You already know,
the
bro.
Wise Guys, who's filming this video as well. He let me borrow this for this regional today, and I've actually seen this almost every single game. It's crazy. It's crazy how consistent this deck was for me today.
Gotta love to see it, bro.
Yep.
The lucky prosperity, brother.
And also, Jackson was telling me to run no more than 6 pots.
Oh, yeah?
I forget his reasoning behind it. I've been up for almost 38 hours straight so far. So I can't remember what his reasoning was on that. So still, shout outs to Jackson.
We got you there, man.
And then running the 1 Terraforming to search either the Map or the Mystic Mine.
Oh, man. How was this card for you, bro?
Mystic Mine actually never came up for me.
No?
My round 1 opponent was playing like a weird like Mystic Mine Burn Numeron deck, but he was playing Mystic Mine too, and that's what his gimmick was. Oh, he also ran Chain Burn cards. So what he would do is he would just stall until you got into time and then burn you with like Ojama Trios and
Secret barrels and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that card actually never came up for me. And then you play the 1 Dreaming Town to give you the additional normal summon.
Yep.
I actually did not know until after the regional ended that this card had an effect in Graveyard.
Oh,
I
man.
never used that effect to banish it to book my opponent's field.
Man.
But I didn't need it apparently because I got 6th place.
Yeah.
And then you run the 2 Harpies Featherstorm. This put in so much work, especially against Despia in the mirror match. Also against Tri-Brigade, Despia.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's like, what else can you do? Is like you just say you can't have any monster effects at all.
GG if you go first, man. You
Exactly.
search it with the pots and, you know, birds are chirping, literally.
And then also shout outs to my guy Leo. He let me use his field signer today.
Hey.
He gave me good luck all day long. So let's move on to the side deck.
Okay, yep.
We play the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster for back row removal. Also, if this card is destroyed, it searches that. And then we play the 3rd one in the side. And then you play the 2 Trap Trick. Trap Trick is a very versatile card, especially against Sword Souls, against Despia, against the mirror match, almost against everything pretty much. Reason is because you can use this card to get any of your traps.
Yep.
Like you can use it to get Feather Storms, you can use it to get the Dimensional Barriers, you can use it to get Evenlies, which I did not do, but you can.
Yep. Seems pretty busted, man.
It is.
Oh, man.
So yeah, 2 barriers, 3
So
Evenlies.
nice. Yep.
2 barriers, 3 Evenlies, pretty self-explanatory. The Evenly is for back heavy decks and Eldritch.
Yep.
And then the D barriers is for any Synchro, Fusion, or XYZ base deck. And then you run the 3 Token Collector for Sword Soul, of course, and for the Adventurer Engine. And then you play the 1 DD Crow because it's searchable. And then the 2 Retaliate ECs for the Fusion decks.
Did you like Retaliating Sea or no?
I only used it once, and that was when I was playing against Yuri.
Yeah.
He was playing his weird 60 card Adventurer, Shadow, Despia deck.
Yep.
And I summoned it, and he just played around it like perfectly. So I summoned it, he's like, oh, that's cute, and it did like literally nothing.
Yep.
So
Gotta love to
that was
see
the
it.
only time I sided in, but I did see it. And
Yeah. So you wouldn't play it there? You'll probably play better cards, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Maybe some Cosmic Cyclones, because people are starting to get the idea that Flunder is actually a huge threat.
Yep.
And they're probably going to side stuff like Zombie War or something like that.
Yeah.
So we're going on to the extra deck, which is the 3 Lyrical Loose Assembled Nightingale.
Yep.
Never went into the extra deck at all, by the way, so
The
all these
luxury.
cards were irrelevant for me. So you play the 3, the 2 Downward to go into the 3 Zeus. The reason why I'm playing 3-2-3 is because I'm running so many pots that just banish stuff out of my extra deck. You always want to to keep at least one Zeus engine in here just in case.
Nice.
And then in case you're playing against what's the Ecclesia deck? Invoked.
Invoked, yeah.
If you're playing against Invoked and they have Maximus,
Oh,
you
yeah.
run the 2 Novas, the NTSS, the 2 Macabas,
Yep.
and then you run the Anima and you run the Shurig.
Oh, nice,
So,
man.
What you do is, if they do use
Maximus,
Maximus, you can
yep.
send it like a Nova and you can send this.
Yep.
If you have kind of a breaking hand, or you can send a Nova and you can send NTSS.
Yep.
And if you do this, you summon Mechaba, and then you pop a card on the field. Or if you do this, you summon Mechaba, and then you search any of like your starters.
Yeah.
So you can go off next turn, or you could just do this and you get a starter and you kill a card on the field. And then,
Pretty good, man.
yep. So people aren't really playing this card either. So they're not really paying attention most of the time to their placements.
Yes.
So you'll be able to catch people off guard with this when they put like their best monster underneath the zone for it.
Yeah. Sometimes they imperm you on something, and then you just go into Anima.
Exactly.
Pretty good, man.
But
Nice.
It never happened to me. Never came up. Didn't go into extra deck at
Yeah.
all.
Oh, man. Good job, my boy Mike, man.
Thank you.
Congrats, bro. Do you have any more shout-outs or anything you want to say?
Shout outs to Yuri. Shout outs to Jackson. Shout outs to Leo for letting me use the deck. Huge shout out to Yuri for actually doing most of the driving to Kentucky. That was a 5-hour drive one way. Thank you so much for getting me there back alive.
Yeah, we got there, brother.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, bro. Like, great job this season, man. And this was like you playing after years, man. Just playing Flow, and you're just like, I'm a chirp today.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So the last regional I went to, I think, was like 4 or 5 years ago,
Yeah, great job.
and I was playing Sky Striker.
Good job. All right, thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yep.